You're now tuned in to the News You Can Use podcast. I'm your host with the most, Big Surf God. And today we are talking about historical stories with my boy Jay in D class. Say what up to the people, Jay in D class.
Yo, yo,
What
yo,
what's the deal? What's the deal?
we are live.
We got Keeley in the background. We will have a special guest, but y'all see when he pops on. I just want to give a little bit of historical background before we start Jay's show. Hip hop originated in the South Bronx, New York City during the early 1970s as a cultural response to social epidemic and hardship, officially launching on August 11th, 1973, at a party hosted by DJ Kool Herc. It evolved from block parties featuring break beats, rap, graffiti into a global phenomenon, defending the youth culture, thought the district musical artistic elements. This is History Facts in Hip Hop. Let's go, y'all.
Yes, yes, yes,
All right,
yes.
Jay, go on and kick it off, man.
All right, man. I'm gonna ask y'all who is y'all best artist of all times?
Hmm. Any
DK.
genre, just all time.
Anybody, anybody you feel like made an impact in your life, or where you sat down and actually listened to the music and vibe to it, and you actually like listening to it for real. Like you'll play it at any time.
Kanye.
Sade.
Okay, I'm gonna go with Michael Jackson.
I was gonna say Michael
All right.
Jackson too, but Michael Jackson I kind of felt was like a that was kind of a given to me. I felt like a lot of people put it like this: when it comes to people like top fives, like I wouldn't even if you don't put Michael Jackson, like Tupac, Biggie, like if you don't put them in your top five, like I get it because you just thinking outside of the norm, bro. Like I mean, those to me are like kind of given answers. So then it's like, yeah, I mean, yeah, give me the people that's after them. Like we know them people are and most people tops no matter which way you kind of look at certain people, whether it's just rap or whatever. But you're like, yeah, man. Sometimes you gotta give me three through six. Like,
And then
All
like,
right, all right, all
go
right.
ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
nah, go
I
ahead,
like.
bro.
What is some backstories about the artists that you guys named? Sade, Michael Jackson, and I named Kanye. One of y'all tell some backstories, some historical facts, or something that you like, or a favorite song, or something.
Man, shit. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Go ahead. I was about to say, Michael Jackson like being live and he can perform and he can do like he just elevated all his brothers to like he was the star, but he just sung real good. He got the move for sure, and he just always and they always put on a nice little get down, and he went through from times from the 19s to the 2000s and so forth and so forth. But like me, one of my best songs by him is "Beat It." I ain't gonna lie.
Beat it, beat it, beat it, beat it, beat it.
I
So
fuck
that's
with
one of
it.
mine.
Yeah,
All
man.
right, that's great.
Now, Sade, I mean, if you ask me, it's like some neo soul, like before it actually was called neo soul, man. Like it was pretty dope. Like a jazz type vibe. Listen to it in a lounge, pretty much. When you at the house just chilling. Your parents put it on when you was cleaning back in the day. I'm sure most people done heard "Ordinary Love." Um, all the other little random little songs she have, like yeah,
Smooth operator.
Move Operator, Love, Your Love is King, The Sweetest Taboo. Like, I mean, she's basically like a jazz R&B mix, man. And that's kind of what's missing from the game right now. We kind of got away from those type of vibes because most people nowadays think that that's not cool music.
You
True,
crazy, man.
true, true,
Smooth
true, true fact.
operator. Come on.
Oh yeah,
Fact.
that's the jam. So I said Kanye because Kanye gives me Tupac on steroids. Like, if you ever listen to a Kanye album, it's more of a gospel feeling. It's more inspiring. It's more, you know, it's more positive music than we've probably heard from any other artist in the game that's came out in the last 20 years. You had the Tribe Called Quest. You had a lot of different artists, a lot of different people who come out with conscious music. But I feel like Kanye always stuck to that ground, even though he changed genres, even though the music started to sound different. He went more into his own lane. He never left those roots of that gospel feeling and those touchy songs and subjects that most artists are probably scared to say. Not only did he do that, he called out the whole Jewish mafia and talked about, how record labels do people and how people sold out. And a lot of it, came out later on anyway. And we see what's going on with a lot of it. And we know what happened to Michael and we know what happened to Mariah Carey and a lot of artists with Sony and these different record labels. So I really give it to Kanye for standing out and actually saying the things that a lot of people were afraid to say.
Yeah,
Fact.
that's a
Yes,
good
sir. Yes,
analogy.
sir.
Good analogy right there. Like, yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
man.
just like I guess as people, as people got older, the music changed, but I still love the soul old music. I mean, we can name so many of them, man. I wish they can bring them back and like it be this time where they can really get some sense in their brain. Like we had so many like Tupac didn't even start off rapping like how he got everybody think he started off rapping. He was a black empowerment rapper at first,
He
and
was a
then
hype
he
man.
changed as the music elevated. People started getting that gangster rap, and then they started moving from like Queen Latifah. It's so many of them. They had that real black speaking, like for you to think and be in the culture and not just be like even Wu Tang Clan. It's so many of them, bro.
Nah, it's
Yeah,
crazy
it's a lot.
because you wouldn't even like if people was to even go back and see like old videos of Queen Latifah when she was on that like woman empowerment with like MC Light and all of them. Like that's crazy to even think that she is has transformed into who she is today based on what you seen back then.
Definitely,
Right.
definitely.
So the birth of hip hop on August 11th, 1973, Jamaican born DJ Kool Herc introduced merry-go-round technique 1520 Sagwick Avenue using two turntables to an isolated extended break. The percussive, danceable part of the funk and soul records is what he used, man. And this is how hip hop was created, man. Shout out DJ Kool Herc, man. Um, what is some history that you guys feel like about hip hop should be glorified or should be talked about more?
Uh, the way people loved each other back, like when they sung the song, how they had everybody like sing along. You can have the whole group just everybody know the song. Everybody feel the vibe. Everybody feel good. I want to say good, like positive, like they have a positive sensation in their mind. Like it's so many songs that you will really fall in love with the song, the way they singing it, and every melody, every chord, and they hitting it right on spot. Like the music now is just too fast. They need to slow it down so we can get back to like the limelight of actual soul music, R&B.
That's what's
Man,
up. That's what's up.
I got music I can send you now, but But yeah, man. I mean, I that's one thing I kind of feel too, man. Like R&B definitely is not, what's considered R&B today is definitely not what it was back in the day. Um, I mean, a lot of, you got heartbreak, what they call it now, heartbreak music. Like that's anywhere from your K Michelle's, Keisha Cole's, all the way to like your Mo threes, like that. Like it's still that all this in the same genre. That really, it's just the new age of it with your Mo threes and T Rail and all of them type dudes. So I mean, yeah, man, music basically just it transforms, man, based on what comes and what's different to people, man. And whatever is popping, if it's something that's out of the box that's not been thought of before or really just been pushed, they gonna find a different box to put it in because they don't want you to compete with the Michael Jacksons and all of them people, bro. Like they don't want you to even get close to that. They'll bring it up just to promote you, but please believe, at the end of the day, like they don't want you to really touch those numbers, man.
No, they don't. So, founding fathers, along with Cool Herc, DJ Africa Booty Bot, I mean Bombada, and Grandmaster
Grandmaster Flash.
Grandmaster Flash were critical in developing the early sound. What do y'all think about the founding fathers, Cool Herc and Bambada?
Hit a hippie to a hip hop pop that don't stop, do it to the bang bang music, man. They started it, man.
Up jumps the boogie to the boogie of the boogie to be.
Yeah, they
Dun, dun,
start,
dun, 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 dun.
and that's where you get the head bobbing, the culture moving. People they can. That's where electric slide, all the bebop boys, all the dance. That's where they got the dance from. Just grooving.
D class, did you do the bebop and stuff back in the day and breakdance?
Nah, dog, that wasn't my thing, dog. Played- I played sports, man. The only time you'd ever see me dance was at a school dance. That was it.
Used to do the tuck it roll. Nigga said, nigga, I do the tuck and roll. Nigga,
Fuck all that.
the burp fart.
Nah,
Y'all don't know the burp fart.
I'm in there chilling until they start playing the slow songs. I told you, I grew up in the day where it was slow dance sessions.
What was some of those songs? Was it like the Isley Brothers and
Hell no. Man, how old do you think I am, man? I ain't know the hell, man.
was it that Nat King Cole?
The
Nat
hell,
King Cole was singing
hell,
something.
nah.
Bop bop baloo bop bop
Nah,
bamboo. It was
nah,
Tutti Frutti.
think about doing dances, bro. Like they was playing songs like My Neck, My Back. Oh, what else, man? They was playing like all them Jodeci songs, like the Adina Howard T-shirt and panties. Like that was one of the last songs they used to play at the end of the night.
Oh yeah, yeah.
What?
Yeah, at the end, man, come on,
Oh,
dog.
so yeah, y'all was that Janet Jackson and shit around that
Oh,
time.
the
Shit,
80s,
poetic justice time.
Janet
Yeah,
Jackson
yeah.
when she had the song "Anytime, Anywhere," like yeah, all of that, bro. R. Kelly 12 play. That
Oh
was
man, what?
Stepped
R.
in the
Kelly
name
play
of
12
love.
play. Oh,
yeah,
Move
that
in
was
the name of love.
yeah,
oh man, y'all going left with this shit.
Congratulations. Well
that,
done.
You niggas
that was
going
in
off.
that era, man.
All right,
Bobby
man. The
Brown,
four
man.
elements.
Yeah.
Bobby Brown. Bobby Brown. Yep. The four elements of hip hop is composed of four main elements: DJing, turntablism, MCing, aka rapping, breaking, aka breakdancing, and graffiti art. How many of those elements do you think still exist in hip hop right now? D class.
It depends on how far you dig in hip hop. To really be truthful with you, because graffiti do still exist. It is definitely a lot of graffiti lanes. It just depends on who you
I
know
agree.
and how they move around. Um, DJs is everywhere. Like that's one of the easiest things you could do if you ever sitting at your house. The best thing I could tell you if you want to figure out and try it to see how hard it actually is to DJ. Pull up virtual DJ is free, and if they watching this, tell them to send me a sponsorship. We sure do appreciate it. But yeah, man, tell them that you go do that, check it out, and then that way you can see, man, that like what they do is a art, man. Like it, some people make it look easy, but that shit is really not that easy, bro. To be blending the records, the right record gotta have the right tempo. Like it's a lot of stuff that go to it, man.
Yes, it is. Uh, JD, let us know, man. Do you think the four elements of hip hop still exist in 2026?
Maybe just one element, and that's probably like the DJing, and maybe
In
just
rapping?
rapping, DJ and rapping, or you just put one in one, just rapping then, because they don't really know the culture in it. It's a history into this stuff. It's not just you just come out here and just make it happen. But that's how like a lot of people got one hit wonders because they didn't put their focus and all on the soul. Like it drives our soul when we hear the song. It drives our mind, make me feeling powerful. But yeah,
But
just rapping. I'll just believe rapping.
see too
Okay.
that goes into also like that's why I say you gotta kind of dig kind of deep under the surface because it's like they have like the DJ competitions, um, all that different stuff to where like they might break a different record from inside of their city, like different things to where they still got the DJs in the strip clubs that's breaking records, even though for the most part, most people try to get on social media just to make it easy on themselves. But I mean, yeah, they still got DJs that's playing music, man. I mean, at the end of the day, every radio station, every spot like that, I mean, they still got them. It's still a paying business. So, I mean, yo, man, you gotta, it's still around.
Fun fact: radio royalties pay probably triple or 10 times more than a stream.
Facts,
A thousand radio plays in revenue adds up to like hundreds of thousands of dollars.
facts.
A thousand spins on YouTube or any of these other apps don't
Ain't
add
gonna
up to
pay
probably
shit.
$1.
It not even.
Adds up to nothing.
Not even, bro. Even if you hit a million, you're not making no bread like that, bro.
Yeah, so come holler at us, man. Shout out to DJ Mike Louie at 103.1 The Hustle. You know I'm a host, so come tap in with your boy and get your records played, man. Get some revenue from them records and get some accolades. This is how you hit BMI charts and all that type of shit. If you wanna be in the mix for real, you wanna be a real artist and you wanna be taken serious, then this is how it's done. If you didn't know. There's a lot of history in it. And that's why we're
Yeah.
giving history lessons to that. I love this subject, man. You guys are doing great. So it says the golden age, mid 80s, mid 90s, character- characterized by diversity, innovation, and lyrical complexity. Run DMC, Public Enemy, and Rakim, man. What y'all got to say about them fellas and how they changed the game in the 80s? I know D Class had some of them Adidas.
I actually didn't.
You didn't?
Nah,
Oh man. So
nah.
how did that impact your era? Because I remember like I got the after effects of it. I'm an '80s baby, so I got the after effects of it. I did wear Adidas, but it wasn't because of Run DMC. But I guess it was. I don't know why I wore 'em, honestly. But how did
You
it impact the
had
culture
Adidas
for
on.
y'all?
You had Adidas on your feet. It was because of Run DMC. Because that was the only
For
reason
sure.
why they even made them. I mean, but yeah, man, like I was, man. I mean, between them, I didn't really and truly, I wasn't even really big on none of their music. Like I know about them, like I know their songs, I know the music, but I mean to just be like, yeah, them were some of my favorites. Like I remember the eras when they came out, like when they had their run.
I believe I'm more like a LL Cool J in that time, man.
Yeah,
Right.
That's me right
yeah,
there. LL Cool J. He gave me some songs like, you know,
yeah.
he had you in the
Mama
vibe
said
or
knock you out.
Yeah, it was. I mean, at the end of the day, like you gotta think that was too like more grown folk rap back then, bro. Like I feel like rap. It's crazy that people say don't say old rap, new rap, but that's what it is, bro. Like, there's a difference in it, bro. Like at the end of the day, we all of different ages, man. And at the end of the day, what I like, the next person might not like, bro. Like it is what it
True.
is. But I mean, granted, you at least listen to it. That's the best
yeah.
thing I could tell people, man. At least listen to it one time, man. And if it's not for you, it's just not for you.
And
You
that's what
might,
we used to give people gratitude by everybody listen to it at least one
yeah.
time.
At least listen
Yeah,
to it
One
one
give it a
time.
play.
day. That's it.
So
Like,
evolution.
go ahead,
Go ahead, D class.
go ahead.
Elev. Here we go. D class. No, I'm just evolution in milestones. Late 1970s, the culture moved from underground parties and mainstream recognition with the 1979 release of Rapper's Delight by the Sugar Hill Gang. The first major hit in hip hop was the Sugar Hill Gang with Rapper's Delight. A hip, a hop, a hippie, a hippie, hippie, hip hoppy, and don't stop. The party to the bang bang. Boogie the up jumps the boogie. Take it over, D class.
Shit, and then you think I'm about to rap that shit? I don't get no check. You don't pay me. But I mean,
Finish it off.
it's a classic though, man. I mean, at the end of the day, it is a classic. It withstood the test of time to where I mean, people know it today. Now, I mean, the real question is, if you was to ask your kids, do they know what song they sing? Like, would they be able to tell you? Like, that's when you gotta just
Do they
start.
actually know that's the Sugar Hill Gang? They might know the song, but they
Right,
might have forgot who the people are. And it's that's so great that JD came up with this idea for this show because that's the purpose of this. That's why I said I wanted to let's do a little historical research so we can actually say the names and talk about the people who started the business that we're in. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. Yes,
yeah,
sir.
man. Cause I watched some YouTube videos, man, where like these teachers was walking around and like asking students like what songs do matter of fact, no, they was playing old songs from like the 90s, bro, at these high schools today. And like that these kids had no idea who these people was within like the first minute and a half of a song.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. So
Well, back.
regional expansion. This is when hip hop went regional. The 1990s saw the rise of the East Coast versus West Coast rivalry. Tupac Shakur, the Notorious B.I.G., Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, followed by the explosion of Southern hip hop. How do y'all feel about that? The expansion. That was the expansion. That's when hip hop went global. That's what had to happen to take hip hop global. Where we're they worldwide, all around the world, everybody knew who Tupac, Notorious B.I.G., Dr. Dre, and Snoop Dogg was.
Yes, definitely.
The faces
Um,
of hip hop.
they put their stamp on the they put their stamp on it because they had some good songs like from Snoop Dogg to Dr. Dre, No Vaseline. I mean, you can, but you can say NWA too. That part of like
Gotta
Ice
say
Cube.
NWA.
Uh,
You gotta give it to Compton. You have to give
yeah,
it to Compton, man. You gotta give it to Compton until to this day. Right now, to this day with Kendrick Lamar, man. Something in the water, man. There's something in that water in Compton, man, that breeds real hip hop MCs, man. So shout out to Compton. What do you think, D Class, about the '90s being the regional expansion during the rise of the East Coast and West Coast rivalry? Like, how you feel about that?
Man, I mean, the main thing at the time was just, people picking a side, bro. Like people to this day still picking sides over some shit that they say really wasn't even a beef. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's crazy that that's what it took for people to really start paying attention to the other coast music. Because me personally, growing up on the West Coast, I could tell you, I could count on one hand probably how many East Coast songs I heard growing up until my homeboy, who actually just listened to nothing but East Coast music, and I reconnected back with him like shit after we graduated. But all through high school, bro, I didn't listen to no East Coast music. You couldn't tell me an East Coast artist other than Biggie or Wu Tang, and it was just like, all right, I might know the music, but to just know like all the B side tracks and all of that, how people just run through the whole album. Mm-mm.
Nah, me either. I don't think so. Not too many. But global domination. By 2017, hip hop surpassed rock as the most popular music genre in the US and has become the dominant worldwide culture force. We run the culture. The whole world wants to be us. It started in 1970, and by 2017, we have impacted the whole world. It is rap everywhere. You got rappers in Thailand.
in the
What do y'all
UK.
think about that?
I mean,
Some black kids, some black teenagers started this, man.
I think that it's a good thing that everybody get to be a part of our somewhat sub of our culture of where we really came from, because that's where our soul lies, and that's where, man, a lot of like a good things did happen. I think everybody focused on the bad things of what happened when there was plenty of good things, and it was light on people, and people came from nothing. They came from nothing.
Yeah, that's a fact, man. That is a fact.
Yeah.
You gotta you definitely gotta pay attention to it.
Yep. So key cultural impacts. Social complementary. It has always served as a voice for the for the marginalized communities, addressing issues like poverty, racism, and police brutality. Social complementary. What do y'all think about that?
I
Oh
mean, shit,
man,
you know how big music was during the riots, bro. Like people was that's all you heard was just random songs. Like granted, YG had the Donald Trump song, and that was a different something different for the time frame. But I mean, at the end of the day, man, when rioting was going on, they had specific songs just to be rioting that was popping back then, if I ain't mistaken.
And they had Marvin Gaye during like the Martin Luther King era and stuff like that. So it goes deeper than what we think. Soul music and hip hop. If you ask me, they go. They if it wasn't for soul music, we wouldn't have no hip hop, right? Soul
yeah,
music and funk.
Right,
So
jazz,
yeah,
a lot.
all of that, all play a part in that.
musical evolution. The technique of sampling allowed producers to revamp funk, soul, and rock and create subgenres like boom bap, trap, and gangster rap. How do y'all feel about that? We just was alluding to this, but yeah.
I mean, it's just like I think back then a lot of people rap for what they seen or where they at in their life. So it always be a good thing, man, that we can elevate the music and make people better. And, like you can get a version of where their life was at, or where they come from, or what they seen in their past, or their history, or they future. But I mean, I used to like underground music. Like when Lil Wayne made all his underground music, I liked his underground music better than his mainstream music.
That's dope. So November is officially recognized as National Hip Hop History Month. In the United States, established by Congress, resolution to honor culture's 50 years plus influence of art in society. Annually, the month highlights gender's origins from the 1970s Bronx, focusing on four pillars: emceeing, DJing, breaking, graffiti, and the role of community empowerment in the social change, man. Do y'all think that still exists to this day? Are we sticking to the original hip hop code? I don't think so at all. I think with all this killing and bullshit music and drill
Gangster rap.
music, oh man, gangster rap, come on.
But if you think about it, I mean, they thought the NWA was gangster rap.
Yeah.
It
Tupac
was
had some gangster rap.
not all of it though.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Not all of it.
that's because they was classified as a gangster rap group.
I mean, we could say that about Ice T too, right?
Considered a gangster rapper too.
Yeah. I
But
mean,
I mean, but then you got to think about it too. Was That's why I say all music really just get recycled and put in a whole different category, bro. Like it's just to the point now, like these dudes is rapping about shit that's really happening, bro. Like they out here telling on themselves, man. Like they out here tripping,
there you go. He knows what's going on.
man.
And
So
that's how they get involved with the music when they ain't really gotta see you doing it. You just talking and you see how Lil Durk and the case he got going on is just
yeah,
it's just
bro.
unbelievable.
You gotta think, man. I mean, we in the day and age, man, of you know streaming, podcasting, things of that nature, man, of where people are getting in front of the camera. And I mean, you got to be, like they say, you got to be comfortable in front of the camera. But at the end of the day, man, if you doing something that is not supposed to be done, doing it in front of the camera is not the place to do it, man. Because regardless of, you know, if you us or if you no jumper or back on fig, at the end of the day, like they could pull up any footage, man, any footage that got you know what I'm saying? Got you doing whatever it is, man, and they don't mind looking it up, man, and using it against you. So be mindful of what you're
I,
doing.
I think people forgot gangsters move in silence, but I guess it's something new.
What they say, man, you gotta live by the code, man. That's the thing, man. You gotta stick by the original, what they say, the original commandments to what it is to be in a hustling game, man.
That's facts. So during the 1950s and 60s, many white middle class people left the cities to move to the suburbs. The African Americans and Latino Americans were left behind in cities or moved to cities inventing years. Encountering many challenges in the neighborhoods as budgets were slashed and resources were diverted to the wider communities. Faced with lack of economic opportunity, as well as rising crime and poverty rates, the young people in the Bronx and near communities began creating their own kinds of cultural expressions. These forms of expressions would come together to form four pillars of hip hop, the main elements of hip hop, which we know. Um, I mean, what do y'all think about that? I got a lot to say about that.
That's that's we that's when they dropped that package off to our people, and we tried to tell them crack is whack, but it took a lot of people's souls, man. A lot of people know, like y'all don't know, a lot of people parents was doing crack for real, like a lot, not just a few. I know majority of my people, like the older people, would tell you at one point in time they was doing crack.
Yeah, yeah, a lot, a lot. What
So
do you think of it, D class, about that? About whiter people living in the inner cities, black people. We were in the suburbs at first, and then they moved to the suburbs and they put us in the inner cities and stayed on the outskirts. Took all the resources and put them in the suburbs, and then left us with government cheese and projects.
That was the purpose, to leave us with crumbs, bro. That was the whole purpose, man. And I mean, it was basically like people say, man, you be a test monkey, man. They gonna throw you out there, make sure you can survive in whatever element they put you in, and then guess what happens? When a bunch of people of the same sort start getting together, they gonna make y'all move around, bro. Like that's all it is. Once the spot start getting too hood, come on, man. It's just a matter of time, bro, before they start doing something. You start getting the random checks from the cops. Then you start, if you're in an apartment complex and everybody hang out at your house, bro, people just gonna start knocking on your door, man. You're making too much noise. Like it never fails, man.
it's a program, man. They put us in this. Man, and then y'all gotta think. A lot of people just sold our people out, man. That's it. Sold us out.
That's true. Even in this music industry, for sure. Like we'll talk. That's for another show. Hip hop become a world phenomenon at this point. To a new audiences and artists emerging in places like Tokyo, Cape Town, London, Paris. By the turn of the century, hip hop was the best selling music genre in the United States, exploited to a point of no return. What do y'all feel about it? What do y'all think about when hip hop was just in urban communities, and if you knew, you knew, to it going to a global phenomenon? What do you think happened to hip hop?
We got
The
culture
bag,
vultures.
the
Culture
bag,
vultures.
Um,
the bag happened, bro. Because
the money.
if you think about it, overseas, bro, anybody that's doing anything that's popping over here is a celebrity overseas. If they know you, they know you. And they not used to seeing celebrities. So at the end of the day, that's why most people say they gotta do an overseas tour to really see what it's like. For people that don't know your language to even be able to sing your song word for word is crazy.
Yeah, that's wild. That got to be a beautiful feeling.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Like that's crazy. Like think about like a whole group of Asians and you in Asia and they singing a Keisha Cole song, like word for word. Like that's even crazy to even think of now that I'm sitting there thinking about it. But but for them to do it is like, yeah, man, like that would be wild to hear. And I'm sure as an artist, man, like that's definitely top notch, man.
What's crazy is they singing it in English,
That's what
learning
makes
English by music.
by music,
Yeah.
bro. Like that's hey.
Hip hop in the turn of the 21st century. The 21st century was a tough time for the music industry. The avid streaming services affected all genres, including hip hop, despite the Monetary effects of shift in music delivery. Hip hop retains its prominence, influencing musicians of all genders. Over the last decade or so, hip hop has moved further and firmer from its East Coast and West Coast roots. New anticipators for the genre has emerged. New Orleans, Atlanta, Houston, Detroit, as well as in other cities throughout the United States, building off of the original four pillars. What do y'all think of that? The turn it to 21st century. The snap era, the Soldier Boys, and like when music changed. If you ask me, it got corny. It got corny as fuck.
Why it get
If you
corny?
go if you go back right now and then you listen to a lot of those records compared to how the music sounded in the 90s, but like real hip hop, real music compared to like snap records and teach me how to Dougie and jerk and like
That was all. It was that whole era was
corny
club.
as fuck.
It was club music. Like all that shit was just to get you in the club and spend money, bro.
I mean, that's true. It was happy go lucky music. It was corny though. But it
It
still was a
started.
lot of real artists
It
out there. But
started.
I
It
feel like
started. It started a whole
it
nother
do- it
whole
just so dumbed down. It was like the average dummy could write those records, and that's
Yeah,
when you
that's
felt
what.
like that's when music started to suck, like it do now. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't intricate. It isn't like it's this shit is supposed to be for elite people in an elite group. Not everybody need to be a fucking artist.
Yeah,
I don't want to hear everybody rap. I don't want to hear Mike that work at the grocery store rap.
But see, that's the thing. Now, day and age, Mike at the grocery store fuck around and got one hit song and a fire video, and he fuck around and be popping.
You ain't lying though. And Mike might have some skills. Like I'm not knocking anybody. We want to hear
But
artists, bro. But like
not with
leave
the.
it in the hands of real. Like come on, bro. Everybody ain't got fucking talent. Like everybody, like everybody just doesn't have talent.
But guess
You know what
what?
I'm saying?
You
And
don't.
what's gonna separate them is we have to start shining a light on real artists. We got to stop letting any and everybody in
yeah,
and letting the right people in, the right artists. Like C Rob really can rap. Like she's an elite rapper. There's no way that we supposed to put ABC rapping ass motherfuckers next to her. That's not cool. It's disrespectful to their talent.
But see, when you in the day and age, man, to where all somebody got to do is put in a distro kid, then that's all it takes.
It's an even playing ground. And that's what's gonna sink hip hop. That's what sunk hip hop. I was just telling Spanky this. Like everybody feel like they're a fucking celebrity and everybody can like a lot like the average person on YouTube could get millions of views and be more popular than somebody in a movie
yeah,
Facts.
or somebody that's on TV.
Yep.
They could be on TV every weekend, every week on a TV show nobody knows about. And a person on YouTube could be crushing them. And that's the even playing ground. And it's great because people like us wouldn't like. I still think I would be on radio and doing everything I'm doing, but like, opportunities wouldn't exist in this way. You would really have to grind the old school way and know somebody,
yeah.
and that's when it was unobtainable. You didn't know exactly what a radio station was. You didn't know who the host was. You
You had
didn't
to
know
pay.
artists personally.
You
You know
had
what
to
I'm
do it the
saying?
Master P way and pass out CDs and connect with people you knew from different cities. You had
You
to
had to
do the
get cracking.
groundwork.
But you know what? I learned the game. So this is the game. DistroKid is smart. A lot of these apps are smart because they're like, okay, all of you artists are gonna chase the dragon, and we're gonna make a whole lot of money because you're never gonna invest your money in the right places. And me and D Class and everybody else has had these conversations. Artists believe this. I'm gonna put a song out, and somehow magically, it's just gonna go viral, and somebody's gonna call me and give me a record deal. Do you think that's how it happened?
Not
Do y'all believe
legitimately.
that's how it happened? That you go viral on TikTok and now you get signed to a record label without
That's
putting
how they
any money
believe in.
into it?
That's how the kids believe in it. But you gotta see it. It happens to a lot of people, like Glorilla, Chief Keef. A lot of people just made songs and went big, and then the record labels just started calling them. They didn't
You
actually,
don't think that they put any money into anything? You don't think they had any resources or plugs or they didn't know nobody?
they had to know somebody.
I mean,
But
they
then they,
definitely put some money behind it. You got to do your research, man. Do your research on these artists and who they were before, because they had managers and people that was already behind them. By the time we figured out who they were, it was already money put behind that. Maybe over $100,000, $50,000, something like that, for sure. Behind every artist you just named.
Yeah, man, you gotta realize, bro. Like, I mean, most people that's probably just using like the distro kids, the what's that, the tune cores, just putting out the music they self. You don't, you still don't have the budget or the resources as somebody who has even just a manager. Like most people that use them services, like myself, like it's just me. So, and that just basically helped me get to a bunch of different platforms at one time to be able to put out a song. But at the end of the day, you still got to do the managerial part of the job because they don't do that for you. All they do is put the song on the platform. You still got to go and get the song to where people want to listen to it. You got to do all the behind the scenes work. Like it's still a lot of work that go into it, man. It's not just dropping your music somewhere and hoping that somebody find that shit because it's not gonna happen.
Or it's never gonna happen. You got to put a big budget behind that shit. A lot of these records that you hear on the radio going diamond and going crazy or going platinum or not going platinum, the budgets at a minimum are $250,000, bro. 250
facts.
just to get a story post on an average ball on a say cheese. Let's say cheese. How much y'all think that costs to get your song posted on a say cheese?
At
I think it
least,
just depend on the quality of artist that they dealing with. Because I feel like an artist that don't come with no name, no motion, no nothing has a different price than somebody who actually has a little motion behind them when they go to that company.
yeah.
Or if they got a little motion behind themselves, that mean they already did what?
Shit, they done did the groundwork already. They done put the
They
like,
already invested into themselves.
of course, anybody put it like this. Okay, let me tell you my thought process on investing on yourself. If you're paying for DistroKid, you've made the first step in investing in yourself. Now is putting out the music. Because the thing is most people don't even get over that hump of being able to put out the music. Most people want to put it out through SoundCloud and think that that's where it is. No, like
That's
nobody.
crazy.
Put like I don't listen to SoundCloud. I could. Most people would tell you, "I'll go check out my SoundCloud." How do you even work that, bro? I don't know nothing about it.
That's crazy. I just learned recently. Keeley put me up on game. You can't even play your music on the radio if you don't put it out through BMI.
Yeah, because it got to be able to be recorded.
It got to be registered.
Hmm.
The music isn't
Yeah.
registered if it isn't on BMI. If you don't have an
Then
ASCAP or a BMI link with a sound exchange and all that shit, then your shit ain't. You're not even official.
but
Nope.
then
And
once they
it's
get
simple to do. ASCAP is free, and BMI you gotta pay. But to even like appear on Billboard, you have to have radio spins. And I don't think like 80% of the artists that we hear on
no,
Instagram, whether they got millions of views or not, have no radio spins.
no, they don't.
Not one. No, they ain't making no real money. They're making chump change for sure. They're starving artists for sure. Because if they're signed and they got somebody with money behind them, then they would be
But
on the radio.
but see, you gotta realize too, though. I wouldn't even say they starving artists because we in a day and age where people have multiple streams, bro. Like they not even really. Some people, some people use the big platform to just use it for the machine. They're not even really tripping off the money that they gonna make off the music because they got 15 other things that's popping at the same time.
That's true.
So, so
And
if I got
that's just like, yeah, that would be like a Sauce Walker or somebody who actually
yeah,
invests
Sauce
money into
Walker, like my
uh,
thing is
La
that's
Russell.
Russell about to do with Rock Nation. That's only makes sense that okay, you took your brand only so far. And now, okay, if you willing to give me that extra push to where now more people can hear me, why wouldn't I?
And a
Taking it
lot of
global.
Right.
a, a lot of these, a lot of these young people that actually come out, they just get robbed from their royals to the the copyrights to like they don't own their masters. They steal it
Man,
A
right
lot
from
of
them.
them.
As soon as they get the song and start playing it on the radio, they already stole your masters from you.
man, that's
Yep.
what most people don't. Most people be too busy doing other shit, man. Like, think about it, bro. Like,
It'd be
why?
contractual though. It'd be in a contract, D class, that we're gonna take these royalties if you want this upfront money.
But
We're gonna
look,
take this, we're gonna take that until you build your worth, and then you could do a deal like LaRussell where he still owns his masters, but you got to give up something. You got to give up. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
That's how this game goes, bro.
but you
Period.
got to think too. A lot of people don't read no paperwork or don't care nothing about that. Most people just want to get in the studio, smoke, and then make it happen, and think that
I
okay,
mean, everybody's first contract, I think, is always a shitty contract. Haven't y'all heard that?
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, it to an extent, cause but then at the end of the day, if your contracts after that is always popping, of course your first contract always gonna be shitty because you wasn't getting the money you thought you was gonna get.
Yeah, because they're taking you from a nobody to somebody. They're polishing your life. You ever look at an artist picture before they get signed? How they look before, and then when they get signed, their teeth is done. They got a new booty, some titties, some liposuction. They look a little lighter. Their hair is done. They got a nice hairline. They got on some jewelry. Like these labels take these people and do a whole makeover, not only on them but their whole life change. So
Yes,
you know, they have to pay the price, and I think that's why they do a lot of this behind the scenes ritual, all this different shit because it you know the control. If we're gonna make you into a superstar, we want to control you, and we're gonna control your music, and we're gonna control your lyrics, and we're gonna control your life. We see it, don't we?
yeah, Carl.
You become a puppet.
Yeah, Carl Crawford said it himself when he was talking about the 5150 deal that he had with what's her girl name? I want to say it's Erica Banks. And he was basically saying, bro, like that's just part of the plan. Basically, once a female gets signed, it's like, okay, do you want the makeover? We got people over here in the DR that can do this, and we got people here that can do this, and you come back a whole different person, man. And now it's time to work on the rest of your image after that.
Facts. That's really a fact, man. I've seen it. Like, man, multiple artists like they did a good job on this nigga because he looked horrible in his first video. You know what I'm saying? The first video, you get the real person. After that motherfucking first video go platinum, the next time you see that person, nigga, you could tell they got some money, can't you?
Shit, yeah, when you going from a $1,000 budget man to 150, $250,000 budget, shit, yeah, your video better look different.
Not even just your video, the image of the person, everything changed. They got
Everything,
the fake veneers.
everything. You supposed to
They
be
take
all
a
the way
whole
on point.
they take it to a whole
Look at
nother
Sexy
level.
Red. Sexy Red is almost sexy now.
Man, there's some
I
people that
remember she.
There's some people that's really in love with that young lady.
Man, shout out to Sexy Red. Sexy Red. You starting to look all right. But yeah, I mean, look at Glorilla. I mean, shit. Look at half the female rappers that's out right now.
Megan Thee Stallion, a lot of them.
Yeah, they made them
It's,
almost look like something. Till you see them in person, then you be like, oh. But yeah, man. Anything else y'all want to talk about? We almost near an hour yet.
Yeah, we
yeah,
almost
yeah,
Spank was supposed to jump in with us. My boy Keeley probably going to sleep listening to us right now. I think we did a great job, man. This was a great
done.
first episode. We talked about some real pivotal moments in hip hop.
yeah. It was a good role, man. We did what we needed to do. People understood us. We broke it down. You told them the history about it. Got all our facts out there, and
So
just settle
what's
in.
the
And
what is the angle that you want to take your show, bro?
man, I want to take it like where, like I said, I just want people to be like, they need to learn from it, bro. Like, ain't nobody gonna teach none of these people the game, and if it comes down to it, and if I said, man, I could teach one, I could teach it. I could teach more. I'm gonna be a professor in this if I have to.
Okay.
That's right.
That boy say Professor J Money tapping in.
Yeah.
Historical stories with J Money, episode 1. It's a wrap, people. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. I enjoyed it. I felt like we all learned something tonight. Shout out Cool Herc, man. If it wasn't for you, I don't think we'd be doing any of this. So let's give him let's give him his flowers. In Africa Booty Bada, I mean Bombada. Um I don't know if y'all know the history into that, but yeah, a lot came out behind Bombada and Booty Bottom Bottom. But yeah,
Yeah.
shout out to Zulu Nation.
Facts.
Uh, what do you guys know about Africa Boombada?
Shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know shit.
Yeah, I can't. I ain't really. I ain't. I gotta do my research on them.
Do your homework. Do your homework. Do your homework, man.
Congratulations, well done.
Do your hip hop homework, man. We got to do the history show again. D Glass think we should do an art show with you about clothes, but that's another
Whatever
thing
history you want to
that
talk.
that would be great to talk about for Africa for our History Month because a lot of our designs has been stolen by Gucci and all these different brands, and I think we should talk about that.
All
And
right.
we know what happened with Balenciaga and Kanye outed them about the
Yeah.
pedophilia they were doing over there at Balenciaga, and a lot of this shit is weird, and a lot of this LGBTQ community stuff, I feel like comes from the fashion district. They want to make
Yes.
everybody kind of the other way. They want to make women clothes masculine, and they want to make men clothes feminine. And I don't agree with none of it. I think it's the weirdest shit in history, and we need to start taking over. Like
Yeah.
if you listen to what we talked about earlier, in the 1970s, we ran hip hop. It was owned by us. When that first song came out, we saw it. They sold out. Once niggas sold out, it was over. We didn't control it no more. We let the same people who fucked over all of our soul singers and jazz players and who fucked all them over is the same people that fucked us over in hip hop. And the names, we can go through them when we know a lot of their names. And I think we're gonna sit here and talk about a lot of that. We can get deep into a lot of this shit. It's just everybody
Man.
needs to do some do some research, learn some history about who's who, what's what, Clive Davis, this, that, and this, and then you'll start to it'll make a lot of sense about why things are the way they are now. But this been going on for the last 100 years of music, since the beginning of blues and everything.
Definitely,
So
definitely, definitely, definitely. We
yeah.
gonna put it together, man. We gonna make it happen.
Mhm. A lot of these companies that people support right now, like if you have a PlayStation, you are supporting the same motherfuckers who fucked over your people. If you supporting Amazon, all these different companies, man, you supporting. It's crazy this way the psyche works, and the way people will still support the oppressor knowingly and not give a fuck just because they want something so bad. And
Yeah,
that's like crack. You're addicted
yeah.
now. We got you.
Hey, hey, we ain't gonna never. Well, I'm not gonna never tell you they're not gonna get your bag, bro. Some of these companies paying real nice. They might be the oppressor, but you got to make a living in this world. You damn sure don't
So
want to be.
the only way to beat the oppressor is like Cat Williams said, you got to tell them no.
Yeah.
No.
Look,
Y'all out here killing each other, but I ain't gonna say that. But
hey,
y'all out here killing each other. That's all I'm gonna say. Y'all ain't doing nothing to the oppressor. I ain't heard a nigga about going to slide on the oppressor. I ain't heard a nigga talking about sliding on the oppressor on a song yet.
Or just stand up for your brother, and we stand up for each other and make a way.
yeah,
So,
man. Like they say, man.
maybe if niggas did a little more sliding on the right people, then things would be a little different.
It ain't
Yeah,
even that you gotta do all that, man. You just gotta support each other. That's the problem. People don't want to
yeah.
support, bro. Everybody wants shit free.
Hey, everybody want to hate
The
on each
free
other.
game is
Everybody
what
think,
fucked it up, bro. When people start asking for free shit and start giving out free shit, that's what really messed the game up, bro. Because at the end of the day, like that person ain't get it free, so
Hip
why
hop was free.
you gotta get the
Hip hop wasn't for sale, bro.
shit?
Everything ain't for sale. Money ain't the most important thing. You know when money became
yeah,
important? When grocery stores existed.
Yes,
Because
sir.
before that, we had to go out and hunt. And I bet you I was going to eat. I bet you I'd have been out there hunting, running around with lions and all
But
that good
guess
shit.
what?
Me, for sure, I was going to eat. Everybody wasn't going to make it. It
Guess
wouldn't
what?
be as
no,
many people as it is right now that we had to go outside and go eat, go fend for our food. Everybody can't eat
but
like that. Some of these niggas better be happy at something such as a job
Yeah,
or something such as a grocery store. Otherwise, they wouldn't even know how to survive. Put them
that,
niggas outside and see what they do. They like house cats. And
and
turn niggas into house cats, bro.
but hey,
Niggas ain't dogs. Niggas ain't outside nigga wandering around with the dogs. You know who's gonna be able to survive the most? The homeless, the ones on drugs and shit, because they used to it. They know how to survive. A nigga that just been in the house all day, every day, don't know nothing about outside, don't know how to make a trap or build a fishing pole. If all the lights go off and ain't no more jobs and ain't no more grocery stores, niggas gonna drop like flies around this motherfucker because
yeah,
they have no life skills.
I feel like a lot of people you would really be surprised, bro. Think about it. Think about COVID, bro. When COVID shut the world down, supposedly, in most places, people, that's when a lot of businesses started popping up. That's when people had time to really start doing what they wanted to do because at that time, money was not a factor. Because they already knew that dealing with COVID, like rent was pushed back, all that shit was taken care of to where you didn't have to deal with it.
A
But
lot of
in
people did start businesses. Yeah, you're
but in
right.
this day and age, you like we got the message, hey man, money funds certain projects.
oh yeah,
So at the end of the day, like we say, for you to be able to put money into whatever project you got going, however you gotta get it, you gotta get it. So, you know what I
Gotta
mean?
get out
Like
there and go get it.
at the end of the
You gotta
day,
hunt for it, man. You gotta hunt. We ain't gonna make no excuses and say, "Oh, you did this for free." No, we gotta do shit. It ain't even about doing shit for free. It's about because this is a put on game. This ain't about what you know. It's about who
yeah.
you know. You
Who
can
you
do shit
know?
for
It,
free all
it
you
used to
want.
be the other way
If you
around.
know the right people, you know the right people. You good. You gonna get in. You gonna get on. You don't.
honestly,
and it's a pay you do game. You know what I'm saying? Why would I put you on and get you paid for just no reason because I just met you? That don't even make fucking sense. You know what I'm saying? People got to pay their dues. So that's what kind of game this is, bro.
Definitely.
This is one of those games. But when it was in control of us, it was free. Hip hop was free. It was outside. It was a DJ. It was graffiti. It was dancing. And it was an MC. They didn't say nothing about no motherfucking money. It wasn't no money
But
until the nigga made the hip hop, the
guess
hippie,
what?
hippie, hip hop, and you don't stop the party. And that was when the money came.
And guess what? When people was going to parties and making tapes and stuff back then, them tapes wasn't free.
Oh yeah, they was selling them $1, $5 here and there, but it was controlled by the people. Well,
And,
nobody really rich
and
off of it. You know what
but
I'm saying?
but that's exactly my point. It ain't even the fact of you basically getting it for free or paying $2 for it, paying $3 for it. And it's the simple fact of you basically you go put it like this. You go to IHOP, a person bring you your pancakes and you'll get them $2 just because they brought you your pancakes. Why would you
Right.
not give somebody that you know or somebody that you trying to support $2 to support their brand? You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm saying
Facts.
as far as that aspect of it. Like, yeah, it ain't even the fact of the dollar.
True.
It's just the fact of me realizing that you did put some sweat equity behind making your dream come true. So this is me
Yeah.
buying into supporting you.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, if it was like that. I think the saturation of it. You got a million motherfuckers selling shit. So you can't support everybody. You know what I'm saying? You got to support who you can. You know, that's just the way the cookie crumbles.
Yeah. But then that
It's a
goes.
saturation game. You had Cool Herc and you had African Bambaataa and you had them only in the Bronx creating hip hop. They didn't have no competition until Fred Five Freddy and the Furious Five and all them motherfuckers came. You know what I'm saying? So then you
Yeah.
had two groups. Then you had a group over here, and you know, so it was enough for everybody to eat, but you had those main factors. Now, shit. You know what I'm saying? There's just a saturation of a million people. And everybody can't be a fucking star. If everybody's a star, then who's the fans?
The people overseas,
That's true. If everybody in America feel like they're a star, who the fuck is the fans?
and that's all it
Who's
is.
gonna buy the music?
Yeah, the people overseas, bro. Because if you think about it, like most people that don't listen to just everybody music and you putting it through the streaming services, most people not really making no money off that. Because think about how many people in this world that you don't listen to.
A lot. I barely even listen to music, period. I just noticed that. I'm like, boy, you don't even listen to music no more.
You know what I'm saying?
I
And
barely listen to it.
if I listen to any music at this point in age, just some shit that I'm making. So I don't. Other than that, I don't even pay the rest of this shit no mind. Like I don't know who coming out. I don't know none of that. So it's like the fact of even knowing, okay, I'll read that though this person made drop sold 250,000 copies their first week. It's like okay, shit. To me, it's like all right, that's cool. But to them, it's like shit. That shit was a flop. I mean, shit. At least you sold that many. Goddamn, shit.
That's
Yeah.
facts. That's facts. Well, let's go and wrap it up, man. We hit our hour. This is Historical Stories with Jay and Big Surf God and D Class, man. Shout out Spank. Shout out my boy Keeley. We did Hustle Rehab episode 2. This is episode 1. I'm tired. I'm taking my ass to sleep. These niggas is wired. They look like they've been drinking coffee or something. I don't know.
It's all good, brother.
All right, make sure to like and subscribe to this video. We out.
Peace.
Great job, fellas. Great job. Beautiful job. I'm tired now.